everybody, and welcome back to the Empowered Self podcast with me, Krystal Long. And if it's your first time here, you are very welcome. In this solo episode today, we return to the bridge. If you've been with me since part 1, you'll remember Daly's Shaky bridge in Cork, the one I avoided for well over 30 years. It wasn't just a bridge, it was a threshold between fear and freedom. This year, however, marks a milestone for me. A year ago, this very month of October, I began my NLP journey, earning my diploma and now working toward my practitioner certification, which I'll complete in January of 2026. That path has helped me uncover my authentic self and reprogram how I see, hear, and feel my world from the inside out. So today we'll walk that bridge again, using NLP techniques to turn fear into freedom. But before we go deeper, let's talk about NLP. NLP is Neuro Linguistic Programming. It's the study of how our mind, which is the neuro, the language, the linguistic, and behavioral patterns, which is the programming, shape the reality we experience. Every thought, emotion, and habit is a pattern, and reshape them like editing the script, of your own inner movie. It's practical, creative, and deeply compassionate. For me, it's been a bridge between my own healing and my own professional growth as a coach and facilitator. So as you listen, you'll hear me talk about submodalities, timelines, and future pacing. Ways we can move from reaction to choice, from fear to freedom. I remember gripping the cold rail of Daly's Shaky bridge, the metal biting my skin, my stomach tightening as the boards swayed. Then I realized the fear wasn't just in the bridge, it was in my mind's representation of it. In NLP, we call these details submodalities, the colour, sound, distance, and texture of an experience inside our mind. When I softened the image, I lowered the sound, moved it further away. My body responded with relief. The bridge was the same, but I was different. So let's try it now. Bring to mind something that feels a bit too close. Shift its brightness. If it's in black and white, perhaps turning it to colour or vice versa. Adjust the volume. Is it too loud? Can you lower it? Or maybe the tone, is it too harsh? Could you soften it? Or distance, could you move it further away if it's too close? And notice what changes inside you. When I stood there again, I saw two versions of me. The younger one, who froze like she did for well over 30 years. And then there was the future me, who had already crossed. In NLP, timeline works shows how we could store our past and future in space and how we can reorganize it. I looked back at my younger self and said, it's okay, you did your best. I looked forward and heard, you've already made it. Every step became a heartbeat of progress. a reminder that healing is movement, not perfection. That's what healing is. It's walking with your past instead of running from it, and letting your future gently guide you forward. As I reflected on that moment and on everything NLP had taught me about timelines and transformation, I wrote this poem. It's called Daly's Bridge, a timeline of transformation. I stood at the edge where past meets now, feet grounded firm, breath slowing down. Behind me, childhood echo stirred, the shaking boards, the taunting words. The bridge, that sway, that weight of dread, where jumpers laughed and riverbeds held more than water, held my fear. A story etched year after year. But this time, I came prepared. I laid my timeline down with care. The past behind me rooted deep. The future called me from across the bridge. I closed my eyes and began to pace my inner world, that sacred space. From a practice shared, a state took flight. Submodalities were glowing bright. A swirling warmth, a gentle rise, sparkling light behind closed eyes. It filled me up from core to skin. A steady stillness rose within. I saw myself upon the bridge, hand on rail, breath calm and rich. It swayed just slightly underfoot, but my body didn't tense or root. A flicker of nerves, then curiosity grew, and each step ahead felt strong and true. My feet moved forward, bold and slow, carried by that inner glow. When I reached the other side, emotion swelled. I nearly cried. Not out of fear, but pure release, as soul returned to inner peace. I whispered softly, I did it, true. That moment bridged the old and new. Future pacing wasn't just a tool. It was my map, my bridge, my school. For in that walk, I came to see who I was and who I am free to be. That piece was written on April 10th, 2025, right after that crossing. And every time I read it, I can still feel the steadiness in my breath and the warmth in my chest. It's a reminder that the bridges we fear the most often lead us back to ourselves. Future pacing is how we mentally rehearse success before it happens, teaching the body what confidence feels like. I imagined myself on the far side of the bridge, sunlight on my face, breath steady, and my heart light. When I let that future version walk toward me until I can feel her warmth, I stepped into her. If you're listening now, see your own future self, the one who's already crossed. Step into them, feel how they breathe, and let your body remember freedom. When I began my NLP diploma a year ago, I thought I was just adding to my facilitation skills. Instead, it became a journey of rediscovery. Each tool from anchoring, reframing, timeline work, submodalities, linguistics, and so many other became a mirror showing me how I think, feel, and speak to myself. Now, as I work toward my practitioner certification, I'm blending NLP into my coaching and facilitation style. In my sessions, I use it to help clients notice their patterns, shift their inner language, and anchor new states of confidence and being. I combine it with emotional intelligence and reflective practice, supporting people to align their thoughts, emotions, and actions authentically. It's not about fixing anyone. It's about helping them translate their inner world into one that supports who they're becoming. Before we close, here are a few questions to carry with you. What bridge are you standing before right now? How does fear show up in your body? What happens if you soften that picture? Who is the you waiting on the other side? What one step can you take today toward them? Crossing Daly's bridge was never just about heights. It was a homecoming to trust, to courage, and to my authentic self. And if today's episode sparked curiosity about NLP, or if you'd like to know more about where to study it, I know a very good training facilitator, or if you'd like to experience it through coaching, please do reach out. I love sharing resources and supporting others on their own journey of growth and self-discovery. If this story resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need a reminder that their bridge is crossable too. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Empowered Self podcast so you never miss an episode. You can also leave a review. Your words help others find this space of growth and reflection. And if you'd like to connect further with me, you can follow along on social media on Instagram at Krystal Empowered Self for updates, quotes, and behind the scenes moments from the podcast. Or you can connect also with me on LinkedIn at Krystal Long DTM. This episode is also available to watch on YouTube at Krystal Long 174. Thank you for walking with me again today. Until next time, keep stepping forward, keep grounding, and keep becoming your empowered self.